The second region is the temperate region. The temperate region. This region has moderate climate. This region has moderate climate. What is the meaning of moderate climate? Neither too hot nor too cold. That is, the summer is not too hot and the winter is not too cold. So, the temperate region has moderate climate. The countries lying between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere come under this region. So, which are the area come under the temperate region? The countries lying between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere come under this region. Already you studied the equator divides the earth into two equal halves. The north of the equator is known as northern hemisphere and the south of the equator is known as southern hemisphere. So, the countries lying between Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere come under this region. Which region? The temperate region. The next and the last is the polar region. The polar region. The polar region is also called tundra region. Another name of the polar region is tundra region. It lies near the poles. It lies near the poles. The areas near the poles are very cold. The areas near the poles are very cold. So, the polar regions are very cold. Why? Because it is far away from the equator. It is very far away from the equator. That's why the polar region is very cold. The areas between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere and the areas between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere comes under this region. So, in the northern hemisphere, the areas between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole and the southern hemisphere, the areas between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole comes under this region. So, these regions are frozen almost throughout the year. So, these regions are very cold. So, the temperature does not rise above 10 degrees Celsius at any time. So, in this region, the temperature does not rise above 10 degrees Celsius at any time. So, Greenland has polar type of climate. Greenland has polar type of climate. Hope you understood the chapter. Read the chapter several times. Complete the exercise. Thank you.